Well, good morning, everyone. I had so much fun going live on Saturday that I decided to go live again. I'm here at the historic Enoch Pratt Free Library in Baltimore, Maryland. This is the central branch. This is an absolute landmark here in Baltimore, as well as for the state of Maryland. It's such a nice sunny day today. I just thought it would be a great opportunity to go live and to show this beautiful historic building. I hope the wind isn't too annoying. I'm pretty sure the traffic will be quite annoying. This is downtown Baltimore. Pretty busy area. But it's the Monday after the holiday and the Monday before New Year's. So hopefully it won't be as busy as usual. So this is located here on Cathedral Street in downtown Baltimore. It's Cathedral and Mulberry Street. Just like the Dr. Seuss poem. And to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street, I think that was it. An absolutely beautiful building. We are so lucky in Baltimore and Maryland to have the Pratt Library system. So Enoch Pratt was a businessman in Baltimore in the 1870s and 1880s. He made his fortune in ironworks. He made his fortune by making nails and horseshoes, I think. And during that very prosperous time for our country, like other philanthropists of the day, he decided to make a wonderful bequest and endowment to our busy city. And he donated quite a sum of money to establish libraries across our city. And the first one was located just around the corner from here. This is the second central branch building. This was completed in the 1930s, and you can just really appreciate that amazing architecture. And look at all the detail at the roof. Those are gargoyles or grotesques, I think they're actually called. But I'm not sure. They may be gargoyles. It depends on whether they act as rain spouts or not. If you look under them, the design, I hope you can see it, the design under the pediment at the top looks like Legos. Looks like upside down Legos, but it's not. Those have been there. They certainly predate Lego. Hi, Max. Great to see you. We're live here in Baltimore, Maryland. This is the Enoch Pratt Free Library. This is an absolute historic structure in the city of Baltimore. It's really a landmark. It's an anchor for our entire community. The library system across Baltimore and this, and I'm sorry for the traffic, it is in a busy downtown. The library system in Baltimore has grown. The Pratt Library has, I don't know how many branches, 20, 30 branches across the city, maybe more. And they really serve as a, kind of a central, really important community place across the city. It's a place where children can go and check out books, and there are a lot of children's activities. There are many activities for senior citizens across the city, lots of learning activities, courses on using technology, really superb help for people finding jobs. There are job finding centers, free access to the internet, free use of computers here. This library was one of the first to offer free internet access. This library no longer has fines, so while I highly recommend that you return your books, fines were forgiven and library cards were restored to those who lost their library cards because they didn't return books. I'm gonna kind of move around a little bit to see, just to give you a better glance at the architecture. And again, I apologize for the traffic. We are in the middle of downtown Baltimore. But I was showing kind of at the top of the building there. And by the way, this central branch underwent a massive renovation just a few years ago, both interior and exterior. So it's also a wonderful example of historic preservation. This building, the contribution to begin the library was made by Enoch Pratt in the 1880s, 1882. This branch of the library was completed in the 1930s. Also, I like the window frames, the design on the windows, the scroll work, all of the little intricate designs around the building. It's a great day for flags too. I chose a nice windy day here for some flag flying. The black and white flag is the flag of the city of Baltimore. Those are the colors, that's the heraldic colors of the Calvert family. The Calvert family was granted the land that became the state of Maryland back in the 1600s. 1634. I might get that wrong, so sorry if I do. You'll see it's kind of familiar because those Calvert family colors create two of the quadrants on the state flag of Maryland, which is the only heraldic flag in the United States and consistently voted the best flag of the flags of the states of the United States of America, and I agree 100%. Unfortunately, our Maryland flag there on the right is quite tattered and not anchored, so you can't see the Maryland flag, but the flag of the city of Baltimore and the flag of, obviously, our nation there in the center. This library is located here in the historic Mount Vernon area of the city of Baltimore. And I kind of hate saying that an area is a historic area because to me, there's history everywhere. So yeah, this is a historic area, but there's history everywhere you want to find it. This is on Cathedral Street in Baltimore, and the reason it's on Cathedral Street, I'll kind of show the intersection. This is Cathedral and Mulberry Street, and right there is the headquarters of the Archdiocese of Baltimore. The Archdiocese of Baltimore is known as the premier see. It's the first Catholic diocese in the United States. And the reason why this is called Cathedral Street, I'm doing the 360 here, is because here is the very first cathedral built in the United States of America. It is now the Basilica of the National Shrine of the Assumption right here. You can also get a look across the street here at some of the architectural styles in this area. We like to call these row houses, but they're really not. Each one is individual. I don't know. I think of row houses as, kind of a block of the same sort of homes. Hello, RoboCop. Nice to see you. But this just gives you an idea of just a few of the many architectural styles in Baltimore. Baltimore is one of those East Coast cities in the United States that has a very long history. One of the original cities in one of the original 13 colonies. And so Baltimore is one of those cities on the East Coast corridor, along with Washington, D.C. Then there's Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York, and so on and so on. Yeah, I'm just going live. I had fun going live on Saturday, and it's a bright, beautiful sunny day here in Baltimore, and I thought it would be a good opportunity to go live and just share a masterpiece of architecture. I'm here at the library because I have to pick up a book for Film Club next week. If you haven't checked it out, Film Club with on Stasis Geeks channel, along with Nerd Takes. We talk about film, and this week's film is Sink the Bismarck. And although there are many history books about the Bismarck and the Atlantic, the war in the Atlantic during World War II, there's one specific book that inspired the film, and it is nowhere to be found on Amazon or any place else. But lo and behold, at the Enoch Pratt Free Library in Baltimore, there is a copy. So I'm here to pick it up so that I can read it. Again, a really great day for flag flying, but I hope the wind isn't too disturbing. If somebody can tell me in chat if you're hearing too much wind, I'll try to adjust and see what I can do. We're here in Baltimore at the Enoch Pratt Free Library, an absolute landmark in our community. And we're just admiring the architecture in this area and the detail in this building while we have a nice, bright, sunny day to do it. I'm going to take a walk across the street and see if I can get a little bit closer on some of these details. Hi, everyone. Yeah, this building was completed in I believe 1932 or 1933. The original library was around the corner on Mulberry Street and quickly outgrew that facility. And this building was quickly built not only to house all of the volumes that were accumulating in the library's collection, but to be able to provide more services to the community. Children's section was quickly added. Oh, I did want to mention one really important part of the library for genealogists is the Maryland room. The Maryland room houses so many wonderful resources for genealogists. If you are a researcher in Maryland, around Maryland, or if you're interested in Maryland research, you have to visit the Maryland room here at the Enoch Pratt Library. And we are in Baltimore, so we got some sirens going. Yeah, they always have great window displays here at the library. There's a Nutcracker theme going on here, but if you look really closely, these are local Nutcrackers. So there's Mr. Bow hanging out with Edgar Allan Poe. Mr. Bow, the mascot of National Bohemian Beer, or Natty Bow, for those of you from Maryland and maybe not from Maryland. That's Natty Bow. And then we have a Baltimore Raven Nutcracker. I think next to him, we've got a soldier. Next to that one, I'm not sure which one. The sun's kind of getting in my eyes right now. And we'll cross the street when it's safe to do so and take a closer look at those windows. Just a beautiful day here in Baltimore at the Enoch Pratt Free Library. So after the endowment and the central library was created, 4 other branches were created in Baltimore, including the one that I visited when I was little. The Canton branch is one of the original 4 branches of the library. It's still operational today, and it's also a historic landmark. It's absolutely beautiful architecture. And there are branches all across the city providing services and books to citizens all across Baltimore. And I'm here today to pick up a book for book club. Here you can get maybe a better view here of some of the gargoyles on the roof and at the top of the windows here in this beautiful example of 1930s architecture. You'll see other buildings in this area. This is the historic Mount Vernon area of Baltimore. So just across the road here is the Basilica of the Assumption. Around the corner as well, many preserved facilities on Charles Street. Just a few blocks away on Park Avenue is the Maryland Historical Society. I know they changed their name to the Maryland Center for History and Culture, but sorry, it is still the Maryland Historical Society to me. And the Washington Monument, of course. Over here, on this corner, the Hotel Indigo. I mean, just look at the detail there above the windows. Oops. You can see the detail above the windows and up near the roof. Yes, this used to be the Central YMCA. It's fun to be at the YMCA. And here you'll get a view. This is Franklin Street. So the library is bounded by Cathedral Street, Franklin, and Mulberry Street to the south. What a beautiful day. What an absolute beautiful day here in Baltimore. And around this area, you'll see the signs. And there's a picture of the original library, the original Central Branch that was built in 1886, just around the corner. But really, not enough room in that facility. Quickly outgrew that facility. You'll also see reference here to Wallace Simpson and the former King Edward VIII, who abdicated the throne to marry a divorcee from Baltimore who lived in this neighborhood. This is where she was from. And there's a picture of the man himself. There's Enoch Pratt. All right, so I'm going to end this stream in a few seconds. I just wanted to take a few minutes on such a beautiful day to share this beautiful example of 1930s architecture here in Baltimore, and an absolute landmark and a pillar of the community. And I don't say that lightly. This library serves so many in our community. As I mentioned, there's classes, there's activities for senior citizens and children. There are courses to help folks find a job, write a resume, use a computer, learn a new application in Microsoft. All kinds of activities for the community. Alrighty. Well, I want to thank everyone who joined the live chat. This is my second live chat ever. I hope to be doing these more often as I travel around. I'm used to making short videos and posting shorts, or creating long form videos for some of my research projects. But I did a live stream on Saturday and it was a lot of fun. So I think I'm going to try to do these a little more often as I can get out and get around. And now I'm going to go grab a book in the library. If they allow me to film inside, I will film the magnificent interior, which was also renovated recently, to reveal amazing paintings and just a beautiful interior. So if I can get some footage in there, I'll definitely do that. Thanks everyone for joining. If you wouldn't mind, hit the like button. Check out my channel. I'm Sandy. I'm a historian, and I post videos because I want to help other folks with their research. Years ago, while working on a few research projects, I found a few YouTube channels that had tours and really great footage of the sites that I was researching. And so as I complete my research, I like to post videos, and maybe I can help other researchers in the future. Today we're in Baltimore. We're at the Enoch Pratt Free Library, which is not just a landmark building, but a landmark institution in Baltimore and in the state of Maryland. And I wanted to capture this. We don't always get bright, beautiful, sunny days, as well as flags. It's always a bonus if you get flags. Thanks for joining, everyone. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. And Happy New Year.